Recently I was asked by a Reddit user on or bicycle touring what kind of gear I brought on a cycle tour, kind of in response to a video I posted there. If you didn't see the video, it's a cycle tour from Dublin to France, or Dublin to Paris, and you can check it out by clicking the link just here, or actually maybe it's here. So this list is not extensive, it is just a list of items that stood out for me, just really handy. So 1, Ortlieb Panniers, or Ortlieb Panniers. Just get them. They're the standard for cycle touring. They're indestructible. They last forever, and they're great. They're brilliant. I'm not even going to show you them because there's so many reviews online saying that they're awesome, and that's the reason why I bought them. Okay, number 2, this thing. So this is a battery pack. This was one of the highest reviewed ones on Amazon. Where I got this version is quite old. It's quite slim, you can see. The newer versions are a bit chunkier, but they last much longer. This generally charged my phone about 4 or 5 times. And when you're on the bike in the middle of nowhere and you need your phone to navigate, this is awesome. Okay, number 3, Sandals. These are Keen Newport sandals. I got them 2 days before we left, and it was so worth it. In 35-degree heat, that's Celsius, these are just deadly. You just got the air flowing through your toes and it just feels so good. And as well, they've got a really hard base, so it's good for pushing on the pedal. Okay, number 4. This thing has a tiny little stove in it. It was only like $8 or $9, or sparkler on it, so you don't even need matches. You just stick it on top of your gas canister and Bob's your uncle. Number 5, pot. 1-pot meals are the way to go for everything. You only have one stove, so you're not going to be using multiple pots at the same time. The handle folds out on it, and you can put, you know, all your cooking things inside it. Okay, number 6 on the list is microfiber towels. Yeah, they're deadly. They're super small, and they're lightweight, and obviously they're towels, and you know what a towel looks like. Oh wow, look. They dry really quick. You stick them on the back of your bike when you're cycling. Number 7, carabiners. These carabiners are super cheap. Got them off Amazon for like £7, and they're handy for example, hanging something from a tent canopy. So for example, your light or something like that. They can also be used as clothes pegs on your clothesline. And number 8, a kickstand. So my bike didn't come with a kickstand. It's a cross cycle bike, so it's not necessarily a touring bike. The main thing with this is you can put it onto basically any bike. So it's really great for when you need to just stop and there's no trees, or you just don't want to have to lean your bike against something. Number 9, Swiss Army knife. As you would expect, it has a knife in it, and one really important one is it has a corkscrew. Corkscrews are deadly because you can open bottles of wine. Another super feature is the can opener. You just kind of forget about these things. You forget that you have to open cans to get food. Okay, number 10, a prepaid data SIM. When you're on the road, you're cut off from kind of everything when you don't have any internet access, and you're trying to find out where the next town is or something like that, and offline maps can only get you so far. Just to be able to get the weather reports. Number 11, plastic bags. Okay, so for example, you put your socks, your t-shirts, everything into separate bags. All the things in the bags, don't have anything loose in your panniers. And then that way, when you need to get something, you just empty the pannier onto the ground, you get the bag, and then you throw all the other bags back in. Number 12, a ball of twine. Well, you don't need an entire ball of twine, but just cut some twine off. Have it as a clothesline. If something breaks, you can use it to tie things off. Number 13, duct tape. I got a flat and I put a new tire in. A few kilometers down the road, it punctured again. So obviously there's something in the tire. A giant shard of glass lodged in the tire. I had to rip the tire open with my Swiss Army knife. Handy duct tape to the rescue. just wrapped it up in duct tape. Sweet. Got us all the way to the next town. And actually, to be honest, it's still going. I haven't actually even changed the tire. It just has duct tape wrapped around it. Number 14, alcohol gel. You'll be touching your tire if you have to fix it or something like that, and you'll just get your hands dirty, like, or if you need to use a public toilet. As always, if you could like this video, that would be awesome. Just hit the like button there or there somewhere. And if you would like to hear about more of my adventures on a regular basis, subscribe by clicking my face over here somewhere. I do lots of videos on running, trail running and cycling and just generally outdoor adventures.